My cherished child, feel my voice echoing deep inside you, calling you to come nearer. Stop the rush of your daily life and make space for our intimate connection. In moments of quiet and solitude, let my presence wash over you and bring about transformation. For too long, you've wandered in darkness, captivated by temporary pleasures. You've searched for life's purpose in accomplishments, honors, and relationships that ultimately leave you feeling hollow. By believing that true satisfaction is found in the next achievement or possession, you miss out on the complete life I have planned for you. My dear one, you were made for something greater, to live in harmony with eternity and to join with love itself. Yet you've been deceived into thinking you need to prove your worth and secure your value through constant effort. These false beliefs have trapped you in endless cycles of striving and productivity, leaving you exhausted and incomplete. I never intended for you to bear the impossible weight of perfection and self-sufficiency. You weren't created to thrive alone, driven by sheer will and determination. Instead, you were designed for deep connections, for trusting openly, and for sharing genuine joy with one another. Come back to me now, bringing all your failed attempts to define yourself apart from me. Let go of the unnecessary burdens that come from believing you must earn my love. Be still and recognize me as your father, the one who pursued you before your very first breath, who celebrates you with joy, and who delights in you as the apple of my eye. My beloved child, my heart longs to calm your anxious striving with my unwavering love. Let me ease your spirit and free you from the tight grip of constant effort. Allow my love to break down the walls of shame and silence the harsh voices inside you. As my healing warmth fills you, see your true worth grounded in my delight, rather than in what you accomplish. Witness my joy as you simply rest in my presence. Here you will find the affirmation your soul yearns for, the assurance of being my treasured one. A path of shared joy awaits you, my child. But the enemy is working to steal this inheritance through endless distractions. He tempts you to live disconnected from me, offering self-sufficiency but delivering only emptiness. Reject his lies that say fulfillment comes from chasing illusions of importance, control, and independence. These pursuits only lead to burnout and despair. True life and freedom are found in me alone. Staying close to my loving presence ignites joy within you, and my living water satisfies you in ways the temporary world never can. My precious child, stop striving on your own for now. I call you to sacred rest. Do not fear this vulnerable state where receiving takes precedence over achieving. Here your efforts are set aside as my loving presence renews and restores you. Let go of the false stories that say your worth comes from relentless output. Reject the enemy's poisonous belief that success must be self-made. It's time to realign with your identity as my beloved and fully embrace my boundless love. As you learn to receive, my affection will pour into you, spreading light and life to those who thirst for it. Yet I see you hesitating, clinging tightly to your productivity and progress, afraid to let go, fearing your significance will vanish or that being called beloved means you can stop trying and become complacent. But that's not the case, my dear child. Embracing your identity as my beloved empowers you to fulfill your highest purpose. Being rooted in my joy frees you from the ego's need for praise and approval. You work wholeheartedly as my partner out of love alone. Freed from concerns about outcomes and others' opinions, you thrive in the adventure of our shared delight. Many misunderstand what it means to abide in me, imagining it as a passive, endless state of happiness. But maintaining a vital connection with me requires ongoing effort. It involves intentionally aligning your desires, perspectives, and rhythms with mine. The constant pressures of the world make it harder to keep your focus on loving me. Yet, as you yield to my spirit and rearrange your life around our relationship, you gain the strength to resist distractions. By continually returning to me, submitting your limited view to my infinite perspective, choosing communion over isolation and grace over judgment, your trust deepens. You become increasingly nourished by my holy love, and your growth flows naturally. But understand, my beloved child, that being in close relationship with perfection doesn't mean you won't face suffering. In me, you find the courage and perspective to turn trials into triumphs. Painful pruning comes before bountiful harvests. My love often shows as gentle discipline, guiding you deeper into me. In the midst of storms, you gain unwavering confidence in my sovereignty. When chaos tempts you to hide or give up, press in closer to me. Declare my victory even when things seem lost. Here, my beloved child, you discover a strength that rises as you fully rely on me. Indeed, storms will rage and shake you, my child. Stand firm amid the tremors and turmoil. I have overcome and nullified the enemy's schemes. His attempts to sabotage and destroy may seem powerful and convincing at times, but never forget that his anger signals his downfall. In these turbulent moments, anchor yourself deeply in the assurance of my absolute authority and unfailing love. Remember that you are part of an ancient cosmic battle where the outcome has already been decided and declared. I am the victorious king, unconquerable and all-powerful. No force can threaten or undo my plans. And you, my beloved child, are protected within my purposes as you remain under my care. When it feels like the enemy has unleashed all his fury on you, rejoice. It shows his desperate fear of his inevitable defeat. He rages as his time is running out. But lift high your banner of praise, my beloved. Fill the air with declarations of my sovereignty, power, and presence. Here, you will overcome more than conquerors through me. In the midst of chaos, hold tightly to these truths. Trials cannot separate you from my love. Grief and heartache only deepen the eternal love that gives you unbreakable life. Suffering draws you into a deeper experience of my comfort, resources, and rescue. Stand confidently in your identity as my ambassador, my anchor of hope, rooted and grounded in love, unmovable despite the swirling storms. Endure bravely as fiery trials refine you, freeing you from attachments to temporary shadows. Your steadfast, unwavering trust reveals the unseen reality of my triumphant kingdom, overcoming the darkness. These current challenges that confuse you serve a divine purpose. For too long, comfort and prosperity have led to apathy and complacency. But no longer. The time has come for you to rise in glory, burning with passionate love, radiating the truth of my kingdom as it advances, overtaking the kingdoms of this world. The promised awakening shines on the horizon, but it will only emerge through intense and sustained intercession. The battle rages in unseen realms, and urgent victory requires the full engagement of devoted saints, ignited by holy zeal. Powerful waves of fervent prayer must rise and overwhelm the darkness. As my spirit-empowered chosen ones reject apathy and align with heaven's intercession, long-awaited transformation will blaze forth. Now is the time for unity, purity, and the fervor of holy lovers dedicated to me as a fiery arrow in my hand. I am igniting points across the globe, those set ablaze by holy passion, committed to praying for heaven's power. These burning hearts signal the long-awaited revival ready to ignite. Yet I still wait for a deeper surrender from all who are called by my name. I desire greater purity, complete surrender, and childlike faith from my beloved sons and daughters. Now is the time for wholehearted devotion, free from compartmentalization or hypocrisy. The hour calls for consecration, alignment, and agreement, with all of heaven. Today is a day of decision. No room for complacency or fear. This is your destined moment, dear child. Say yes to radiant transformation and deeper intimacy with me. Trust me to ignite you as part of this all-consuming global wildfire, preparing the way for a dramatic rescue of many from impending destruction. The signs of my passionate return are increasing in number and intensity, awakened child. You know the prophecies and see the signs unfolding every day. The darkest night always precedes the coming dawn. Do not flinch or retreat in the face of encroaching gloom, for the first light of dawn is already breaking on the horizon. Even though the blackest night of evil and chaos presses in, the first light of dawn already streaks the sky. Lift up your heads, beloved ones, as the day of divine deliverance and restoration approaches. Soon you will witness heaven's glory shine brilliantly across the land. My fervent fire and fierce love will cleanse and purify, driving away the demonic forces blinded by their own arrogance and ignorance. Praise and thanksgiving will echo through all realms at the long-awaited culmination. The foundation has been carefully laid, and my victorious army stands ready for full-scale intervention at my command. My passion for reclaiming the earth, its people and dominions stolen through ancient deception, burns intensely and immeasurably. The climactic hour for which all of heaven and earth have longed in eager expectation has finally arrived. The rules of engagement now shift dramatically as final confrontations with the powers of darkness swiftly approach. Step onto the battlefield, beloved saints. Raise high my standard and move forward boldly under my leadership into enemy strongholds that will soon crumble. Amen.